The case was as cold as the Michigan winter. Who killed Jana Kelly? Who dumped her body in this field and set it on fire? Why would anyone want this 60-year-old grandmother dead?
I think that the longer she's gone,
reality sets in. She's gone.
It's real, yeah.
Jana's daughter, Dana Isola, and niece, Jennifer Stanton, have been desperate for answers ever since Jana vanished.
And Christmas is their favorite holiday. So she was already talking about the prime rib, and
She already had the tables up and dishes on their way to be ready on December 4th.
8 years ago today, Jana, a Grand Rapids insurance agent and landlord, leaves work and is never seen again.
She didn't show up for work, and her boyfriend had been trying to contact her the night before. They always spoke at 8:30 every night, and he hadn't been able to get a hold of her.
we knew immediately something was really wrong.
The next day, Jana's coat and purse were found at this car wash. The following day, they found her car abandoned at a Grand Rapids intersection. There was blood on her coat and in the car, but it was never tested for DNA.
We searched for her. We talked to anyone and everyone we could, even psychics and people who are probably not at all legitimate. Searched places based on any little thing, up to trespassing on people's properties and things we shouldn't even have been doing.
The following spring, 3.5 months after she disappeared, a land surveyor stumbles upon Jana's remains in this field 40 miles away.
It had to have been awful regardless. And the fact that she was alone and scared, and maybe knowing or not knowing what the outcome was going to be, that's very hard to deal with. That's very hard to live with and think about.
The seasons change, the years pass, the case is unsolved. Then, last December, cold case detectives from the Ottawa County Sheriff's Department reopened their investigation.
The cold case concept is to start from the beginning.
Captain Mark Bennett tells our Grand Rapids affiliate, WXMI, this was no random murder.
The fact that there didn't appear to be any significant struggle in the home, leads us to believe that, maybe it was somebody that she either knew or knew of or wasn't particularly startled by.
One possible clue, Jana's neighbor, Daniel Olson, says she was complaining about one of her tenants.
And she says, this woman lied to me. She trashed the place. She owes me money. She said that she had cancer, moved to Chicago.
Her name is Robin Root, and Jana evicted her and in a civil action sued the tenant for back rent. Olson claims he saw Root show up at Jana's door 2 days before she disappeared.
The door opens up, Jana starts talking to this woman. They have words. The woman says basically to Jana, okay, I know I owe you a lot of money. I'll be over here next week, Wednesday, all right? And I'll pay you all the money that I owe you.
Cops spoke to Root after Jana disappeared. She admitted talking to her, but denied any involvement in her disappearance. And they even took a DNA sample. The DNA would prove to be the key that would open the door to the cold case file and finally close it. Root's DNA sample sat in an evidence locker for 7 years and was never sent to a lab to see if it matched the blood found in Jana's car. The Grand Rapids Police Department admits it was a colossal mess-up.
We're taking responsibility for this particular oversight. We sincerely apologize to the family.
The DNA was a match. Detectives found cell phone evidence showing both Root's and Jana's cell phones pinged the same towers, starting in Grand Rapids and ending in the field where the body was dumped. Cops interrogated Root and she caved, admitting to a brutal and horrible killing.
I pushed her and she fell down. And she didn't get up, so I duct taped her mouth. No one was involved in this but me. I swear to it.
We know how hard it is for you to move her.
Oh, it was very hard. It took me a little while.
She says she put Jana in the trunk, still alive and breathing. The temperature plunged to 19 degrees overnight. The next morning, Jana was dead. Root says she took the body to the field and burned the body. With Root's confession in the record, The main question to be answered at her trial: was this a premeditated murder?
And there's nothing to refute it. There's no evidence otherwise. Is that Robin Root did not intend to kill Jana Kelly. Robin Root had no motive.
The jury didn't buy it. Root was convicted of first-degree murder. She will be sentenced next week and could face life in prison. The cold case finally solved, but the pain of the loss of her mother is still raw for Dana.
I think that more things that happen in our lives and as life goes on, I think I miss her more and more.